hopefully going to be a quick little video today just to demonstrate some basic stuff, something that somebody has asked me about and I thought I'd cover it. I was recently gifted / donated this very old Arista surge protector. I'm not sure about its functional state, but I assume it functions because the red neon lights up. It's no longer compliant because there's no shrouds on the leads anyway, or on the pins rather. So probably not technically compliant to use anymore. Anyway, I'm going to open this up and show you what exactly is inside a surge protector. They're, a lot of people find these are a bit of a mystery. We'll undo these screws and we'll jump right back. Okay, so I've got the screws out. Now this has an interesting design. This little bit is just dropped in there. I'm guessing because they made several variations of these. The little red filter for the neon looks to have been glued in with some kind of version of either hot glue or aldite. And on the other side, this pin assembly is also free floating. I assume because it was designed in multiple regions in consideration here. Now we have our pins, which are pretty much straight through pins here. They go in one side and out the other. Makes assembly very easy, and I think there's a keyway here that is meant to line up. If we have a look at these little keyways here line up much like the fuel filter in one of my old cars. The assembly and the pump connect together the same way, so that means they can manufacture a different module for each region and just use the same casing halves for everything. So attached to this we have a board with a neon, which indicates where there's power. And we have 3 metal oxide varistors. Now, MOVs, as they are also known as, will go short circuit above a certain voltage. Usually in this case it's about 300 volts. Now, there's a resistor in here which is a current limit for the neon. And yep, so these will be across probably active and neutral, active in earth and neutral in earth, on all 3 directions there. That looks to be the case from here. Yep. And what rating are these? These are, what are we, 14D 431K. I will look them up, one moment. Alright, so I've looked these up and they come in 2 variations. They come in a 275 volt and a 350 volt. I'm willing to bet these are going to be the 275 volt variants, given that Australian mains is meant to be around about 240 to 250 volts. Now normally with these things there is a mechanism here to tell you whether the unit has been blown or experienced a significant fault. I'll pull this bit of hot glue off here, and that would result in the neon going out. Now initially I looked at this and went, well, I don't see anything there that would do that. Until I had a closer look at this board here and noticed this F2 link. This is actually a piece of fuse wire they've welded in here rather than, or soldered rather than using a real fuse. They've just put a fusible link, and that connects through to the neon. It goes through over here. Without that fusible link, there'd be no supply to the neon. So if you have a major fault between active and neutral here, let's go back to where we can see it. If you have a fault between active and neutral, this MOV here will go short circuit, and presumably enough to blow that fusible link. If that happens, there's no more current available through to the neon. So the neon will go out and tell you that you've experienced a surge. So interesting stuff. And there is a little bit of black inside this casing here, which tells me maybe at one point one of these MOVs has had a bit of a fault. So I might refurb this at some point and put some new MOVs in, and probably an actual fuse that's rated in there. But this is perfectly serviceable, unlike some of them. So yeah, we'll put all this back together. But that's what's inside a surge protector. Modern surge protected power boards work pretty much the same way. There's just 3 MOVs. If you get a high rated surge protector, they've probably got multiple MOVs in parallel. But generally an MOV does its job by sacrificing itself. So yeah, if you've had a surge, and that little neon's gone out. It's time to either replace the MOVs if you're qualified to do that, or get a new board if you're not. But yeah, another little quickie on how surge protectors work.